Hello everyone, thanks for checking out my video. So I got a lot of comments from you guys about my mining pool hub video, and while that was like pretty basic, all I was doing was mining Zencash and that was it. I realized that profit switching can be a little bit more profitable and maybe more advantageous, especially when, as we have seen the last couple of weeks, all these different cryptocurrencies going up and down and all over the place. So case in point would be Electroneum, for instance, or even Vertcoin. So we're seeing huge dips, huge spikes in a lot of different coins. And how can we make the most of that? Well, a lot of you guys have suggested Awesome Miner, and I have been working on this for like the last, I don't know, probably the last 3 or 4 days straight, trying to better understand how the program works, how it does what it does, and how to get it configured to maximize my profits. So what I'd like to share with you is what I learned, okay? And please keep in mind, I'm not an expert. I'm coming at this from the standpoint of like a hobbyist, okay? So this is just something that I like to do for fun. I find it exciting and different, and it challenges me. So I'm only sharing what I learned, okay? So please don't take this as like some type of expert video. I'm not telling you what to mine either. I'm just showing you what happens to be most profitable for me and how I'm going about doing it, all right? This may not work for everyone. It may not be the best option for everyone, but I do want to at least give you some disclaimer that says, yeah, I'm just getting into this too. So if you're starting, great. I think that this approach is actually one that could be very helpful for you as a beginner. And I'm really trying to make this video very easy, step by step. How do you start mining with Awesome Miner using miningpoolhub.com? So let's get on with it. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start first with Exodus Wallet. If you don't already have a wallet, this is probably one of the better wallets that you can get. All right, go over to Exodus.io, and of course I'll leave a link in the description. Click on download, and then depending on, I'm going to be showing you Windows. Okay, so if you're on a Windows platform, hopefully that'll work for you. But you can get Mac and Linux variants if you want. I already have this downloaded, so I'll show you Exodus. All right, it's a very attractive wallet and simple to use. And this is where you'll store your Bitcoin, okay? So as soon as you have some money already transacted and exchanged over on Mining Pool Hub, you will set it to deposit here into your Bitcoin. Now, you'll see there are multiple wallets here. I only have 4 of them showing up, but when you go to settings, you can turn these on or off. So, if you said, hey, I want to make sure Bitcoin Cash is on there, you just put a little checkbox here. I don't need that. But eventually, I'll start collecting more of these. But for right now, I'm happy with just using pretty much the big 4 here, which is Bitcoin at the top, and then Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. These both use the same algorithm, but I'm thinking Ethereum Classic is pretty much dead right now. And Decred is usually like something that you would mine, like dual mine along with Ethereum. So, but here's the thing. We're really only going to be concerned with Bitcoin because the mining pool that we're going to use has an exchange which will pay you in straight up Bitcoin. So it's going to be a lot like NiceHash used to be. All right, so let's go ahead and minimize this, and then we'll go over to step 2, which is visit miningpoolhub.com. All right, so here's the main page. You're going to click sign up. All right, and then enter in username, password. Pick a username that you'll be able to remember, because we will use this again when we're setting up our individual miners. And then, of course, passwords. Put your email in and a 4-digit PIN so that when you make changes on the site, it'll ask you for that PIN. Okay. Once you've done that, and I'll log in myself. Okay. Once you've logged in, then you'll be on this page here. This is their main page, and this is telling you which algorithms are the most profitable right now. All right. So for AMD, there's two little buttons here. There's AMD or there's NVIDIA. All right, so I'm going to stick with the AMD because I'm working with an RX 480. You can see here the current coin at the top is Feathercoin. That's running NeoScript. And then right underneath that is CryptoNight, which is Monero. And then there is ETHash, which is Ethereum. And then number 4 here is Equihash, which is Z Classic. So right off the bat, we know what at least the top 4 most profitable coins are. All right. And at least 3 of these algorithms are particularly optimized for AMD. CryptoNight, ETHash, and Equihash. I don't think I could really get away with NeoScript. I could try that, and I have yet to do it. But yeah, let's do that. We'll set that up, okay? But for right now, let's just take note of these 4, all right? So now that we know what coins we're probably going to mine, I'm going to go over here to the auto exchange, all right? And this is where you would set up what coin you want to be paid in, all right? The auto exchange has all these different coins in it. You can see over here, and you can choose to be paid out in any one of these coins. You know, so if you want to collect Litecoin, then you would just put in Litecoin, all right, and set auto exchange, and then hit. That's it. I mean, that's all you got to do. I mean, that you're just basically specifying what coin you want here, all right? I'm going to go with Bitcoin because I want to invest Bitcoin in another platform. So with that set to Bitcoin, the next thing you'd want to do is set up your Bitcoin address. All right. Over here where it says pools, you go to Bitcoin. All right. And you'll see down here, you have your dashboard, and then it says wallet. So we'll click on wallet. All right. And that's where we're going to put in our Bitcoin address. So you remember Exodus, right? We'll go back to Exodus. And you see here you got Bitcoin. It will be on our Bitcoin wallet. And then what we'd like to do is receive money. So I'm going to click this receive button. And that's going to give me my Bitcoin address. I'll just click this little copy button here. All right, and then we'll go back to our payment address and paste that in. All right, and then the next thing you'll want to set is your automatic payout threshold. Now, keep in mind here, at least with Bitcoin, you can set it to a minimum of 0.001. But the downside of that is that every transaction that you make, like so every time they deposit money into your wallet, they charge you 0.0003 Bitcoin to do that. So if you want this to be on par with others like NiceHash or even like WinMiner, then what you'd want to do is set your minimum to 0.01, okay? Because that way, this transaction fee would then equal 3% of this amount, all right? So, and of course, if you go even higher than that, then it's always going to be 0.0003 Bitcoin. That's going to be a set fee, all right? So this way, at least it's on par with everybody else. You can choose to have it set to less, but just keep in mind that your transaction fee will start to eat into your profits. So if you did it at say 0.001 every time, then that's practically going to be like 30% of your earnings always being deducted. More frequent deductions will equal you paying them more money. So it pays actually to let it accrue for a while. So this may, depending on how many miners you have, take you a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month before you get that first payment, but it's worth it because you'll be saving a heck of a lot of money in the long run, okay? You enter in your 4-digit PIN here, click update account, and then it saves your Bitcoin address, your payment threshold, and then that's all we have to do here. Now, there's another option here, which would be hub workers up at the top. And if you want to set up automatic profit switching, you could do that. It would be very simple. I'm not going to do that in this video, but just for the sake of showing you, if you wanted to, what you do is on your hub workers page, you set up a worker name and a password. All right. So in this case, I already have one here called Itsy Bitsy. This was my little baby computer. But let's just go ahead and add one for the RX480. I'll call it RX480, all right? And then we'll make the password X, okay? And we click add new worker. And you see here, it's got my username. And this is why you want to remember your username. You want to choose something that's easy to remember and type in again. Because this will be the address that we direct Awesome Miner to later on, all right? Goose-Tech.rx480, all right? And of course the password that we use. The only other thing that you would want to check here is which coins you want to mine. So in my case here on this other card, I have it set to Kryptonite, Ethereum, and Equihash. And those really seem to be the big three for AMD, or at least for the cards that I have. The RX480, probably, I mean, I might still be able to do something with that Feather coin, but I have a totally different approach to this. So just stick with me. I think it's probably one of the better ways to go. All right, click update workers. All right, so you'll see here, both of my workers now are set up to automatically use Kryptonite, Ethereum, or Equihash algorithms, all right? And it will switch between those algorithms based on whichever coin or whichever algorithm is paying out the most, okay? And as you can see here, all these different pools, multiple pools here use the Ethereum algorithm. So we have Ethereum, Ethereum Classic. They also have Sia coin here. So you could dual mine Ethereum and Sia coin. There's Monero, which does the Kryptonite, but Feathercoin that does script. But Bitcoin Cash, for instance, or no, I'm sorry, Bitcoin Gold and Zencash and Zcash, all three of those use the Equihash algorithm. So there's a lot of opportunity here based on that particular algorithm, which again is in the case of AMD at least, optimized quite well. So you can get a pretty decent hash rate and make a decent amount of money. And knowing that with this pool, you have at least 3 different options there, you're always going to be mining the most profitable option, which is great. So that's another thing that I really like about miningpoolhub.com. I've compared it with Zpool. You know, Zpool doesn't have Monero. So if my cards are particularly good at hashing crypto, why would I use Zpool? It doesn't make sense, because at least this way I know on Mining Pool Hub, Monero is going to pay me out something decent, or at least I have the option, and I like having more options than not. Not to mention that I've already read some things, and I don't want to spread any rumors or whatever. I'm sure you can do your own research, but Zpool tends to skim a little off the top, and just hearing that is enough for me to say, I don't think it's for me. And then I was reading some of the comments on their page that was actually being posted by whoever's running the site, you know, dropping F-bombs and stuff. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I like to maintain some level of decorum in my business transactions. I don't need to be saying F this and F that in order to make a buck, you know what I mean? So it sounds very shady to me. And although it's offered as an option on Awesome Miner, it's not for me. So once again, coming at this from the perspective of, I'm a hobbyist, I'm doing this for me. They don't make the cut. That's just for me. All right, that's my opinion, 100%. So, you know, do what you will with that. Now, we'll come back to this, so just leave it open. Let's download Awesome Miner. That's our next step 3. All right. So we've done all the stuff that we need to do on miningpoolhub.com. The next step, download Awesome Miner. When you get to this page here, you click on download. You have 2 different options. One is Awesome Miner Installer. The other one is Awesome Miner Remote Agent Installer. This installer is the main program. That's what you want to get. This Remote Agent Installer is for like a 2nd, 3rd, or 4th machine that you have running. And they work like clients. They all report back to the main install, which is on maybe you have this on your main computer, like, or your laptop or something, so that you can monitor everything. And then all the other programs are using this remote agent, which then report back here. This way you can look at one copy of the program and it will have all the stats of all the machines. So this way you can see, oh yeah, my AMD machine is mining this, and my NVIDIA machine is mining that, and my ASIC's doing that. So It's a really cool option. But if we go over here to the buy page, I just want to point this out. You can get a free edition, but you're limited to only 2 miners. Okay, so that's your maximum amount. You can basically get the awesome miner and then use 1 version of the remote agent, and that's it. So 2 computers max. If you want any more than that, like if you have several miners going, then you'll need to buy the standard version. Either that, or you'll just basically have to download 1 copy for each machine. Like you can use the same copy, but you won't be able to use that feature where they all integrate into one and look at all your stats on one copy. That just won't be an option. As for me, it's not really like a big deal either way. I've been perfectly fine running the standalone version, and it's great. So go ahead and download this. Make sure you're getting the latest version too. So I'll show you my other. This is already going right now. As you can see, I am working on Zencash right now with my RX 480. I've got it tuned pretty well. I dropped my voltage down to 900 for the GPU, and then I upped the RAM a little bit. But I am holding somewhere in the neighborhood of 64, 65 degrees, and right about the same in wattage, about 64, 65. Every once in a while it spikes up to 90 like that, but that's okay. I don't mind if it spikes. It's just the average, and it's been running quite well. I'm very happy with this. I could probably eke out a little bit more by just raising the either the core clock or just giving it a little power boost, but I dialed all that stuff back so that I could control the heat. It's inside of a case. It's in my server, so I don't want it to overheat in there. So I'm just kind of, being conscious about what I do with it. And I recommend the same for anybody who's using their graphics card. Don't run the thing full blast. Use your GPU software, get MSI Afterburner, or use your, like I have Radeon software on here, so I can dial back the power and adjust the thing. I set up a graphics profile, so if I want to switch it back to like gaming profile, I could. Although this is predominantly a mining machine. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this right now and show you how to set it up once it's new, like out of the box. All right, so once you go to install, all right, one of the first things that'll happen is it'll pop up this dialog, this little miner wizard, and it'll say add new miner. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll click on next. All right, and you have these 4 options: external, managed profit miner, and network scan. So what we want is the managed profit miner. This is the one that switches for you, okay? So we'll go ahead, highlight that, click next, and then here we're going to type in whatever we want to call it. Some people will call it worker 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. All right, you can leave your miner host as local, that's fine. That means this machine. And then profit switching profile, AMD or NVIDIA based on whatever card you have, or cards. And then click on next. Confirm new managed profit miner. Yep, that's the one. Click on finish. All right. If you've just installed this, the next window that pops up is like a window that asks you what mining pool you want to use. It kind of looks like this. So I would suggest just put a check mark on mining pool hub. All right. And then for your worker name, what you put in is, you remember when we set up workers over on Mining Pool Hub? Well, you put in your username on Mining Pool Hub, dot, and then the worker name that you set up. All right, so in my case, it's Goose-Tech dot RX 480. All right, and make sure you choose your region, which is USA. Okay, and then go ahead and click OK. All right, and then what you'll see here is your new miner will show up. All right, and the next thing you'll probably want to do is actually benchmark your miner. All right, we used to do this with NiceHash so that we could figure out which algorithms are the best. So I still recommend it. It's an important practice. It really helps. So you click on Tools here. Make sure you highlight your miner. All right, and then click on Benchmark. All right, and then for right here, what you're going to want to do is pick all of the algorithms that you think you're going to want to do. So remember Feathercoin was NeoScript, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. We're going to do Ethereum for sure. We're going to do EquiHash and CryptoNight. So those three for sure, and this NeoScript. Now, the Lira 2 Rev 2 is definitely not a very profitable algo for AMD cards. Blake 2B is Sia coin. So we could put that in here because then that will dual mine. But this one here I don't recommend. Qubit Script, SHA3 and an X11 like these. I mean, you can try them, but I don't know how profitable they would be. These are like tried and true for me, so that's why I kind of stick with these. So let's click on Start. All right, and what'll happen is it'll pop up this window here. This is the actual mining software. Awesome Miner downloads the latest versions for you, so it makes it really simple. And what it's doing right now looks like Blake 2B. So this is doing Sia coin right now. It goes pretty quickly. It basically does this for a few seconds and then looks at the hash rate and records it. Okay, so once the benchmark is completed, you have some results over here on the right hand side. So we can see right now our Sia coin. This is really best mined, like dual mined with Ethereum. It tried to mine it individually and it just timed out. So I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck that for right now. But our results here were at 550 mega hashes. Underneath that's the CryptoNight, which is Monero. That's at 700 hashes. Our EquiHash 236 and Ethereum is 24. Or if it's at dual, it's down to 18. You take a little bit of a hash rate hit when you're dual mining. So that's just something to put out there. Now the NeoScript, it just didn't even work. You know, it pulled up the miner, but either it has the wrong port in there or it's just not compatible with this card. So I'm going to uncheck this one here. And always nice to save to profile. So down here you have a little button that says save to profile. It'll say, do you want to do this? Yes. And the reason I do that is because over here you can see that these numbers on the right now become your configured hash rate. It's just good to update your cards so that that profile matches your card, because whatever they put in there is maybe some average for most AMD cards or something like that, but you want it to be your actual hash rate. This way it can be used in other calculations, or at least you know, you have some idea of what it ought to be, and when it's not, then you can, you know, try and address some other situation, some other problem, or fix it. All right, so there's that. We've done our benchmarking. Let's go ahead and close this and go over to main and then click on options. All right, and under the general options here, we have an option here to auto start when Windows starts and to auto start minimized. That's up to you. I like to do that in case my computer reboots itself because Windows does an update or something. At least this way I know my mining software is going to restart again and I won't lose an entire day's worth of mining just because my computer decided to reboot. I like to check for new versions automatically. That's just my preference. I want it to tell me, hey, you need to get the latest Claymore or whatever. That's important, but also to update the software itself. All right, external miners, that would be guys with ASICs. You know, if you have that kind of thing, that's up to you. And then as we go down the list here, there's really not too much that we need to change, except for here on the profit switching. All right, you might want to switch your intervals here. This is default to 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes is when it will check whether or not you're making the most profit. I have mine set a lot sooner than that. I have it set to 1 minute. It may switch a little too much, but to prevent it from switching too much, if you check off profit switch threshold, you can set the percentage threshold that triggers a switch. So if there's a coin that you're mining for $1 and it goes up by 15 cents, like another coin is going up by 15 cents, that will be the threshold. Then it'll switch to that other coin. And you can set this to whatever amount you want. That's something that's preference. And it may vary depending on what you're mining too. Now, for all intents and purposes, you are ready to go to start mining. You have set up your mining pool hub. You put your username, you put your worker name, and don't worry about this, I'll get to that later. This should be the only thing that you have checked off, all right? And that's it. So we'll click OK. And then when you click on Start, that will start the miners. All right, here we go. So it looks like it's gone straight to crypto because it knows. It already knows that CryptoNote and Monero is boss right now. Going to start with the highest hash rate. Let's see what that pays out. On the bottom here, if you click on pools, then it will list what coins it's mining. There we go. So you can see right now we're doing what they're calling unspecified crypto night. You can specify what coin, but and you probably should, but it will keep switching no matter what. I mean, we're basically doing algorithm-based profit switching. So sometimes it may be mining like Monero, and really CryptoNight, I think Monero is like one of the only coins that use it. But let's use Equihash for another. Remember, Equihash, Zencash, Zcash, and Bitcoin Gold use that algorithm. So at any given moment with this algorithm switching thing, you will have, you'll be mining Equihash, but it could be for Bitcoin Gold, it could be for Zencash, it could be for Zcash. You'll be getting the most profitable one, which is good to know. So right off the bat, I like this. I like the fact that we have Monero kicking butt at $2.44, at least based on this. And you can see right here the profit is estimated at $73 a month, which is pretty good for one card. Imagine if you had 6 of those, right? I'm sure many of you do. So if you do, kudos. So that's pretty much it, guys. It will automatically switch based on the most profitable coin that you have. So just to get some idea of what it is that you're mining, you can cross-reference that with the main page on miningpoolhub.com. So when we look at our miner, we see here that we're mining CryptoNight, and the port number here is 17024. So let's go back to miningpoolhub.com and see right here it says 17024. That coin is Monero. So now at least I know what coin that is. That means I can also sort of customize my awesome miner a little bit. So down here, there's a little, if you highlight this, there's a little option that says define coin. You can click that and change that to Monero. There you go. And that will probably switch up here too, yeah. All right. Sometimes you'll find that your profit per day may change, right? So if it's the difference between Bitcoin Gold and Zencash, sometimes there's a little bit of a difference. So you'll have to take a look at that. But you can customize it and you can set it up so that you know which coin is being mined. But you have to kind of do this on like as is basis, like each time. All right, so it's all 244. Maybe I can do better than 244. So now it's switching over to Ethereum. Are we going to dual mine this or not? Let's see. Nope, we're just doing straight Ethereum here. Let's see what it's got. All right, 24 mega hashes there. Let's do the same thing. So we know we're doing ET hash, and it is 17020. That's the port number. So let's go take a look at Mining Pool Hub, and it says, yep, 17020 is Ethereum. And the reason that may be worth checking into is because sometimes you may be mining Ethereum Classic, and that might have a different port number than 17020. Okay, so let's go back over there and make this Ethereum. So we'll click Define Coin and put that to Ethereum. Okay. There we go. You can see our per day amount changed a little bit. This is because it actually goes and gets the current rate for that particular coin. So you kind of want to do that to make sure that the numbers you're looking at are as accurate as they can be. Otherwise, you may be getting some aggregate, some type of maybe an average of all of the different coins that use that same algo. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for automatic profit switching using miningpoolhub.com. Very straightforward. For all intents and purposes, you could just leave this and it will do it for you. It will do all the hard work for you. Or I want to give you a plan B, like a secondary option. And that is to actually create your own pool on Awesome Miner. All right. We already know what algorithms are the best for our card. All right. We know that it's particularly good with Ethereum. It's really good with Equihash, and it's definitely really good with Crypto Night for Monero, right? This one, I mean, who knows? Look, it's doing SG Miner right now. And okay, now here's something very interesting. Every once in a while, it will do this. And I think this is exactly why I don't like the profit switching, at least the way it is out of the box. Because look at this. We already know NeoScript doesn't even work for this card. All right, so we're basically looking at this one, Groestel, which I'm not even sure what that coin is. But as you can see, it's half the price of what we were getting for Ethereum. It's also half the price of what we were getting for Monero, even less than half. Yet that's where we are. Now, a lot of people will say, well, this is still the most profitable coin for you to be mining because the payouts on that block are going to be higher than the payouts on a block for something with a higher hash rate. And that may be. That may very well be. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know how that works. And until I have more time to really spend on crunching numbers and determining whether or not it is good for me to do that, I want you to take a look at all these other ones down here. You know, we know that the Layer 2 Rev 2 is not particularly well suited for AMD. SHA-3 is for an ASIC. This is Sia coin. That didn't work by itself. Qubit, Script. I mean, we've got pretty much every algo that doesn't belong in the AMD family up here. I mean, really, why? Why is it doing this? Not to mention the fact that it's that much lower. So all I can say is that it has to be something to do with mining pool hubs, profit switching, determining that this is in fact still the best coin, even though the per month rate is way lower. So I guess you really can't go by this. I mean, you have to look at things in a 30-day scenario, or, you know, I can't explain it, but I don't like it. I'll tell you right now, sir, I do not like it, not one bit. So forget it, stop. We're gonna make our own pool. We're gonna do it the hard way. We're gonna do it live. You're gonna do it right now, all right? Let me show you. Real simple, all right? Really simple. You're gonna love this. Tell you what, you're gonna love it. Go to options, all right? Click on pools, all right? We're gonna add our own coins. So right here, just click on add, all right? Check this out. All right, let's go back over to miningpoolhub.com. Now remember, look at these top three. We know Feathercoin ain't gonna work for the RX 480. I don't know why, it just doesn't. So let's look, Ethereum, Monero, Zcash. Here are the three algos, all right? Let's start with Ethereum. All right, so we're gonna go over here to the Ethereum pool page. All right, you can see already it gives us, right here where it says miner settings, it gives us the server info that we need for that coin, all right? So that's what we're gonna grab, but I am going to grab specifically this one right here. You see where this says Claymore? Because I know Claymore is the program that runs. So we're going to grab this address here. All right, copy that, including the port number. All right, we'll go back over to here. All right, we're going to type in a little description, mining pool hub, Ethereum. All right, and paste your server address here. Now, something that you have to do is change that last number to a 6. It doesn't work on 20535. I've tried that. You got to use 20536. I hope you watch this. And then you type in your username and your worker name. All right. Remember the password is X. And then go ahead and pick what coin this is. So this is Ethereum. We'll go ahead and define that right here. All right. So this is what we've got. This is our new pool for Ethereum. Boom. All right. Let's do another one. Add. All right. And we know back on this main page here, next one down is Monero. So let's go here to the Monero pool. All right. And right here on server settings, it has US. There we go. Let's copy that. And we'll go ahead and add mining pool hub XMR and then paste your server URL there. All right. Same thing, worker, Goose-Tech .rx 480. The X there. All right. We'll make this Monero. Whoop, keep going. There we go. All right, that's 2 down. Let's add another one. Let's take a look. What else did we have over here? We got Zcash. That's Equihash, so Zcash. Okay. Same thing. Grab this. Boom. All right. I'm just putting in mining pool hub. You don't have to. You can put in whatever you want. You can just put in ZEC for Zcash. All right, there's that. Okay, make sure you set this up. Cash. Okay, we're not done with Equihash though. Let's click Add, and we'll go back over here and click on Auto Switches. And I happen to know that Bitcoin Gold is also an Equihash algorithm. So since we have a pool for it, let's use it. It gives us options. All right. All right. Username dot worker name. And we'll set this up for Bitcoin Gold. All right, one more to go. Take a look. Auto switches, and yep, you guessed it, Zencash. This is probably one of my favorites. I really like the anonymity. I like the way their software works. Zencash. Also, I feel like Zen, man. It's good. All right. Oh, make sure you get that right. This is case sensitive, so be careful. All right. Zencash. I'm ready to have my little Zen moment. Did we leave anything out? I don't think so. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. We got Ethereum, Monero, Zcash, Bitcoin Gold, Zencash. All right. These are really the big 3 for this card. All right. The next thing you want to do, once you have added each of these pools in here, is go to Pool Groups. All right. Click on Add. All right, and give it a little description. So this will be Mining Pool Hub Custom. All right, and we'll pick the algorithm as unspecified / multi-algorithm. All right, and then you'll want to just select all of these. All right, click OK. All right, now all of these pools, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are in here, the Mining Pool Hub Custom. Now check this out. We go over here to Profit Switching. Down here on Custom Pools, now we've got some options. I can go here. I can pick each one of these individually. So if I want to set this up to just mine one coin and just leave it at one coin, like Zencash all day, click Zencash. All right, turn this off. Make sure you turn that off. Now, this is the only one here. That's all it will mine is Zencash. If you want it to switch, then see here, Pool Groups. That's our custom pool that has all 5 of them in there. So just leave that there. Click OK. Now watch this. We click on Start, and it will automatically switch between those 5 coins. I don't know about you, but I think that this is great. That way I have more control over what coins I mine. I mean, let's suppose you don't agree with a particular coin, you know, like whatever's behind that coin. You don't want to back that coin, whatever the case is. Well, now you have an option not to. You just pick the coins that you want to mine. In this case, I know that the Monero is a really good option. I know any of those Equihashes are a really good option, and definitely Ethereum, which has always worked really well. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well here. 246 a day, about 74.54 per month, at least at the going rate right now. I think I'd be quite pleased with that. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. So just to give a review, the first thing we did was download Exodus Wallet. The second thing we did was set up miningpoolhub.com. The third thing we did was set up Awesome Miner. And then we had two options within Awesome Miner to use automatic profit switching just by entering in our username and worker name and letting the software do all the work, or setting up our own pool, choosing the coins that we want to mine, and letting the program then mine the most profitable coin from that list. I don't know about you, I really like the customizability of using my own list. I like choosing the coins because this way I can ensure that I am always hashing away at the most profitable coin for my gear. I know that this RX 480 is particularly tuned to do Ethereum, Equihash, and Crypto Night. So those three algorithms are definitely winners in my book. And I don't want to have to worry about it automatically going into the realm of strange currencies that are not as optimized for my gear as I would like. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell if you want to get updates for the next video that I post. This is a journey. I'm glad you're along with me for this journey because I've learned a lot from you guys, and I hope that you continue to learn from me. So happy mining. God bless.